The other item I have up there is FERPA. I believe that you have had some kind of talk about FERPA and what FERPA means and what we can and can't do. So please bear with us on this. We recognize that you parents are the folks that are taking care of the bill. We recognize that. But we do have to follow federal regulations and be careful about giving out student-based information. So we do have release forms in our office, or we have them online or available with my staff down campus. The forms that would be, your student would come in, they could sign the release form, identify who we can speak to, and then that would help us so that we can have ongoing dialogue with you and help you out. So please, if you are looking at contacting our office to get some help with us, from us, then please look at having your student sign one of those release forms. If your student is going to be faxing one of those forms over to us instead of submitting it while they're in front of one of my staff, they are going to need to also fax a copy of their driver's license, because on the driver's license it'll have their signature on there as well, and then we can match up signatures, so help us out with that. And remember too, when you call our office after we have a release form, be gentle with us, remind us that we have a signed release on campus or in our office so that we can work with you. The first thing we're typically going to say is that we're going to need to talk to the student. So please work with us, and we'll get as much information to you as fast as we can. The FAFSA application, this is a free application for federal student aid. This is the primary tool that folks will apply for to receive federal Pell Grants and federal student loans and work study. It is an application that we do have a priority date of March 1st, which is obviously come and gone, but it is not too late to file a FAFSA. We can continue to file FAFSAs throughout the academic year. It's just a matter of the timeliness of us being able to get the financial aid in place. As we're coming up on bills are going to be coming out of coming out of the billing office probably within the next month. So if you're filling out a FAFSA now, the timing might start getting to be a little tight on us getting your awards out there in time. But we can get processing it and get working on it. So if you haven't filled out a FAFSA yet, there's still time to do it. Please work on that and get that in so that we can identify the student's eligibility. About 98% of our students are finishing that FAFSA online. You would go out and to the website we have up there, but we also have it published on our website as well. But and go out and enter your FAFSA information. If you have a PIN number from maybe another student, you yourself, you can use that PIN number to sign for the parent section. Your student, if they don't have a PIN number yet, they can go out online and apply for their PIN number. The PIN number allows for electronic signatures on the FAFSA. Once you use that PIN number, put that in your financial aid file because you can use it again next year. Remember that the FAFSA is an annual document, annual application that you'll need to complete. Also remember that you never want to pay anybody for the FAFSA. There are some spin-off websites, I believe, like FAFSA.com looks a lot like the federal or the government's FAFSA website. Only at the end when you're submitting it, they're going to also send you a bill. And the feds have gone a long way in trying to identify that this is a free service for the application by putting the word free into the name of the application. So please make sure that you're going to the correct website. Financial Aid 101, just wanted to give you a little bit of information on the financial aid process. When you are completing the FAFSA application, you are putting onto the application your family's income and assets, as well as your student's income and assets for last year. What the government will do is they'll take that information, they'll work up a formula based on a federal formula, they'll come up with a number called an EFC, Expected Family Contribution. You should know what your EFC is so that it'll help to identify what types of eligibility that your student will have, whether students are Pell eligible or student loan eligible only, or in between. So that's one of the numbers. What we do is we take that EFC, we're going to compare it to our published cost of attendance. What we have to do is identify how much it costs to go to the school in the form of a budget. And so we put together our estimated tuition and fees, an estimate for our room and board, an estimate for books, books and supplies, miscellaneous expenses, student loan fees. We come up with a budget so that the parents or families can take a look at how much they're expecting it to cost overall to go to school. Again, this is a budgeted number; it's not actual numbers. So you know, we're still working with what the estimated tuition is when our tuition has not yet been set, which will be set later in the month or in July. So we're comparing the cost of attendance to the EFC, and the difference is going to be the family's financial need, and that's what we're working towards filling with types of aid like scholarships and grants and work study, and types of student loans that are need-based. Yes?
If parents go to ask questions, or do our students have to give us information on status of already?
Great question. What we did is Chris and our registrar's office has done a lot of research on FERPA, and we've been able to identify that before your student is enrolled, or before your student attends the first day of class, which is August 22nd or whatever that date is, we can speak to you about financial aid status of your student. Now, that being said, we're probably going to say, are you the parent that filled out the FAFSA? You know, if maybe you have your husband is estranged or something like that, and he's not on the FAFSA, but it's his information out there, we're probably not going to give you a whole lot of information. But we will work with you at this point. But I would also say that you want to have your student sign the release, because August 22nd or whatever that date is, where we're going to start, where we can no longer help you out directly like that, you get a form signed so that we can help you.
And do you have the release forms there?
They're down there, they're online, they're over in my office, you know, they're available. So. And by the way, I'm going to hang around here till I get every question answered. So if you are leaving for the bus tour, great, have a great time. If not, you know, hang around, ask me any question you want, and I'll give you as good answer as I could. So. Okay, thank you.